Hello YouTube, welcome to this tutorial. This is the third part of my series on programming with LWJGL, and in the last tutorial we worked on input. On this one we're going to add meshes, and we're also going to do a bit of revision on the game class. So we'll start with the revision. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a public abstract void game init, and then in our games init method right here we're going to call game init. Now in our test game class, we're going to have to override game init. So override public void game init. We'll use this later on in the video. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a class called Vertex. In this class we're going to add a private vector3f. This vector3f class comes with LWJGL, by the way, so don't worry about that. Position. You're going to have to import that, and we're going to create a constructor called public vertex vector3f position. In this constructor we're going to call this.position equals position, and now since I'm using Eclipse I can create getters and setters, so I'll go to source, generate getters and setters, and press OK. I'm going to add another class now called mesh. And in mesh, I'm going to have private list vertex vertices, and I'm going to have a private float buffer vertex buffer. So add the imports that you need, and I'm going to add a I'm going to add a method called set vertices. Public void set vertices. You're going to input a list of vertices. I'm going to create a method called update mesh. Actually make that a private method. I'm going to create a constructor public mesh, and I'm going to create a constructor public mesh list of vertices, just for ease of use. And in that method I'm going to call set vertices and set vertices I'm going to call this.vertices equals vertices update mesh. I'm going to create another method called draw public void draw, and an update mesh I'm going to go float buffer buf equals buffer utils dot create float buffer. I'm going to call vertices dot size times vertex dot size. We didn't add that yet, so I'll just go ahead and add that right now. In the class vertex, I'm going to create public static final int size equals 3. And the reason it's 3 is for our position, it has x, y, and z. So size times 3. Then I'm going to go make a for loop for int I equals 0. I is less than vertices.size I plus plus buff.put vertices.get I.get position.x. So you're going to want to copy that. Copy, paste, and paste again. Change to y and z. After that you're going to type buf.flip and set the vertex buffer to buf. So in this draw method right here, I have a little error here. I accidentally wrote vertices. You're going to want to change that to vertex. In this draw method you're going to call gl11.gl enable client state, gl11.gl vertex array. We're going to have to disable that too afterwards, so may as well do that now. gl disable client state, gl11.gl vertex array. Now in the middle of those two we're going to type gl11.gl vertex pointer, size, stride, and float buffer. So size is 3, stride is 3 bit shift 2, and we're going to input our vertex buffer. After that, we're going to call gl11.gl draw arrays. Mode is gl11.gl triangles. This will be 0, and then this will be 3. Okay, that's nothing. In our test game where we have this mesh M, I'm going to write M equals new mesh. Then we're going to create an array list of vertices. Array list vertex V equals new array list. Now we're going to make a triangle. So I will add v.add new vertex, new vector 3f, and that I'm going to have to import vector 3f. That's going to be minus 0.5, minus 0.50. We're going to copy that. Then you're going to change this to 0.5, minus 0.5, and then 0.5 and 0.5. So to set that, we're going to call m.setVertices v, and in our render method right here, we're going to call m.draw. So if all goes according to plan, this should draw a triangle on our screen. And it works! Thanks for watching. Check out the latest video if it's up already. I hope this helped you.